Beautiful scenery today, doing the Mae Hong Son Loop. They're on the road to Pai today, about 130 kilometers outside of Chiang Mai. I've rented a bike for 220 baht a day. It's pretty windy through the mountain roads. Google Maps says it's 2.5 hours bike ride. Don't believe the hype. Give yourself way more time than that. Got 762 curves to cover today. We're going through amazing scenery like this, so we'll try and stop as much as we can along the way. Let's get going. Bye! Here we are, first stop, Mok Fa Waterfall. There's a 100 baht entrance fee, you get a ticket, it's 20 baht for your bike. It's just off the main road on the way to Pai. This is the first stop, let's go. Absolutely stunning part of the world, it really is. Definitely still a bit slippy on the path after the wet season. Anywhere you go, I guess, make sure you've got some suitable footwear on. So it really wasn't a long walk at all from the car park. 5 minutes, if that. Well worth the detour, well worth the stop off. This waterfall is huge. Mok Fa Waterfall. Here we go. Back on the road, probably got about another 3 hours to go. We haven't even begun the journey really. You could easily do this out as a day trip from Chiang Mai. Even if you're not going to Pai, you could have a nice little ride out here. 100 baht entrance each, not bad for the maintaining. It's absolutely spotless, absolutely stunning part of the world. So probably try and get about an hour down the road before stopping again. It's about 1 o'clock already. Going to be a late lunch today, but we'll stop somewhere else down the road. I'll probably be about another hour, but for now, let's get back to the bike. Let's get back on the road. We have a long way to go. Probably about halfway to Pai now. Just stopped off this little restaurant on the side of the road. Had some chicken fried rice and a coffee to keep going. But we're going to get back on the bike now and see how long it takes to get to Pai. I think it's probably about an hour and a half. We'll just stop again along the way and see what we can see. But I will see you at the next stop. It's probably the highest point along the route, and we've got some chickens and there's a little coffee shop there as well, but probably about 40 kilometers outside of Pai. Some view, eh guys? This is what it's all about, guys, it really is. Absolutely stunning. As you can see, there's a few whips and turns coming up through the mountains, so just do be careful, guys. Quite cool up here as well. I might put a jacket on for the rest of the journey. But as I said, we've got about another half an hour left of the journey, so just going to grab a quick cup of tea, take in some of the view, and I'll see you back on the road, guys. Right, well, that's the pit stop done. Thai tea with a bit of sweet milk. That should get me through the rest of the journey, guys. But for now, it's time to get back on the bike and just enjoy that view for one last second. Let's get back on the bike, back on the road. 24 kilometers to go. Well, let's roll, baby. This is Pai. During the day anyway. At night this all gets converted into a walking street. So essentially a walking street in Thailand is a market. So you'll have this street here which will be selling all sorts of trinkets and street food and clothing. They've usually got some sort of street decor up. So as you can see at the top of the screen now. That is for Loy Krathong, which is a Thai Buddhist festival, which is next weekend, end of November. So as I say, it's very bohemian, very boho. When the bus drops you off, it will drop you off right in the middle of town. So if you're getting here in the evening, you're arriving in the dark. I'd dog in the road. There's always a dog in the road. Just always be super attentive to where you're going. The bus will drop you off on this road. There's always taxi people there, but just sort of make sure you know where you're going, I guess, before you depart. Have an idea, because when you arrive, you'll essentially arrive to a market, and it's pretty busy. So just bear in mind where you're going to your hostel or your onward accommodation. So down this end is where all the bars are. I say all the bars, main concentration of bars and restaurants down this end of the town, which is on the corner. So you've got lots of bars down here, so in the evening you've got loads of live music on, whether that's an acoustic act, full live band, DJs can get pretty heavy. And down this here is some more places, and that's it. It's just that little square. It took all of 2 minutes to go round in a little square there. You can walk it in about 10 minutes. To half of it, so 50% of the square, two sides of it do turn into a market in the evening. Just got to watch your heels for motorbikes and traffic still coming through. Although it's called a walking street, they tend to still have vehicles coming through for access. It's a Salang. Get taxis in those, or everything you own. So you see a lot of people not wearing helmets in Thailand. It is the law, and obviously, even if it wasn't illegal not to wear a helmet, you know, your brain's really important, guys. Just make sure you wear a helmet. Make sure the bike place gives you a helmet. There's lots of sand on the road, and if you're new to driving and you're a bit like, all over the road and not used to riding a motorbike, especially in a foreign country, then probably best to get taxis about, guys, walk or get someone else. Case in point, look, there's some sand on the road there. Just got to be real careful.
Seven.
207.
Yeah, this is Wi-Fi passport.
And what was your name?
Leon.
Leon? Rob.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Thank you very much, Leon. 207, yeah? Oh. So this is the realisation. This is the first ever place I stayed in 2010 when I first came to Thailand. I came out with my friend Kim, and there used to be a bridge just here. And then these bungalows, probably washed away and been rebuilt many times, but 2010 was the first time we came here. I had the second to the end one, and yeah, such a great spot. Back then it was 100 baht, so it's about £2.50 to stay in. 207, here it is. We made it 200 kilometres later or something like that. 3.5 hours that took. So we got a little hut. So that was actually $20 a night. So it's gone up. The last 13 years, it used to be £2 and now it's £20. Inflation, gotta love it. Right, anyway guys, I'm gonna get packed, get showered, and I will see you tomorrow for a look around Pai. Nice one, cheers guys, bye. Don't forget to like and subscribe. It's hammock time.